There are right ways and wrong ways to go about that, and so there are some rules. But as I pointed out, if I don't sign on to that, if I say I'm not seeking the well-being of humanity, then there is no moral obligation.
The moral
There's
obligation,
no moral obligation outside of that.
So whether or not you think you have a moral obligation, you are part of a society that will impose a moral obligation on you.
Now notice, but according to your theory, I had no moral obligation.
No, I didn't say you don't have one. I said whether or not you think you do.
Is there an objective moral standard? Yes, there is an objective moral standard, and that's the exact reason there must be God. I'll be get to him. Yes, we all human beings are free moral agents, and we've been made to reason on our own. We've been made to distinguish between moral rights and moral wrongs. So we are aware of whatever we're doing. We are very much cognizant of whatever we're doing. You get that we can distinguish between what is right and what is wrong. You get that. So that's the exact reason in the Bible, in the Garden of Eden, God was able to punish Adam and Eve for not obeying his command. You get that? So they knew what was sin. Okay, they knew what was sin. That is it. And he being a just God, he had to punish them. Okay, and it wasn't something that is very small, and you would think, why didn't God forgive them if he's all forgiving? Yes, he is also all just God. I'll be getting him. So that's exactly what he chose to do. He punished them. He punished the sin of Adam and Eve. Yes, because they were free moral agents and they were rational beings. They could have said no to Satan, but still they did heed to the advice of Satan, and surely they betrayed God. I'll be getting. So we are free moral agents. We are free moral agents, and we have an objective moral standard, and all what we're doing over here has to be approved by that objective moral being that is God. I'll be get to me, and his morality or his life, his way is what we are to mimic. His way is what we are to emulate. That is the exact reason we have the Bible. He doesn't force anybody, but he being our God, he being our creator, he being our maker, he has provided something that can guide us or that can lead us to him. Okay, that is the Bible. The Bible has been given us to read and to study and to know the will of God. I'll be getting. So David Wood has actually been invited to a program, and is to defend morality. They are talking about morality. So, and I think the host is actually debunking the idea that there is an objective moral standard. He's debunking. He's ignoring the idea that there is someone who cares about whatever happens on earth and all. That'll be getting. So we actually taking a quick break, and we are returning to this, and you're going to hear everything by yourself, and you judge and you drop a comment under the comment section. You're welcome back, beloved. May God richly bless you. And as I've always been telling you, I'm not actually going to talk about skin coat cosmetics anymore or any longer. You know for sure that they have a product that is actually going to help you and help eradicate every stuffs that are not very much pleasant in your skin. I'll be getting. So if you would want to have skin coat cosmetics contacted, make sure to contact the number that is emerging on your screen, and surely wheresoever you are in around the world, they're going to deliver these products at your doorstep. Well, let's witness this program I'm talking about.
There are right ways and wrong ways to go about that, and so there are some rules. But as I pointed out, if I don't sign on to that, if I say I'm not seeking the well-being of humanity, then there is no moral obligation.
The moral
There's
obligation,
no moral obligation outside of that.
So whether or not you think you have a moral obligation, you are part of a society that will impose a moral obligation on you.
Now notice, but according to your theory, I had no moral obligation.
No, I didn't say you don't have one. I said whether or not you think you do.
Wow, wow, wow. Remember way, way back a few minutes ago when Dillahunty said that there's no requirement to seek human well-being?
There are no objective moral, no requirement that one care about well-being or human suffering or human flourishing or any of that. There's nothing about the universe that requires that we care about that.
Suddenly, as soon as I point out the obvious and indisputable implications of this claim, a requirement to seek human well-being magically appears. Dillahunty continues to admit that there are no objective moral obligations. Moral obligations are all conditional. They only apply if you're seeking some goal.
So that is it, beloved. I think all the reactions I was supposed to do, David Wood has done them. I'll be getting well. I think you know for sure that there is and must be an objective moral standard. I'll be getting me. So since we are free moral agents, we are moral beings and all that, and we can know that what you did was wrong, what you did was right, and all that. It really means that there is a higher being who actually has instilled that kind of spirit within us. Okay, yes, and somewhat like the religious faculty of man. You see how every society, since there has never been any society around the world that has never ever practiced some form of religion and all that. We get to me. Well, yes, morality is actually telling us that indeed there is an objective moral standard. Well, that is God. And David Wood actually defended this case over there. And we're going to continue some other time. May we end it up here. Shout out to everybody. Greetings to everybody. Bye-bye.